So all the Bad Black wash is on now. I know it's a little difficult to tell here, but I think what we're probably going to do now is go ahead and get these teeth. We're just going to, this is just white paint. We're just going to go over all the teeth. Water this down just a little more. We don't want it too watery, but it's having a hard time sticking there. Okay, there we go. This is just white paint, and we're going to go over it with Devlin mud and try and get some Devlin mud down into the up around the gum line to make it look a little worn. Get a little more white paint here. I'm trying to be careful not to get any in between the teeth. I mean, cover up all the red parts, but we want to leave those shadow areas in there. The Devlin mud's really going to help us sort of blend the existing shadow areas in together with the shadow areas that we're going to create for the teeth around the gums. Two tiny little teeth down here. Oh, my brush is acting up. Let's get a little more water on here. And we could spend a whole bunch of time breaking our necks to get all of the inside parts of all the teeth, but realistically, if you get the inside parts of the large ones and you leave the rest of them relatively in shadow, you will never ever see those parts. Do make sure to get the tops though. Or bottoms, respectively. You just try and look at it from all angles and make sure that you're not missing any obvious spots that are going to look strange if you don't paint. These ones on the bottom, pretty easy to get the insides of. So there we go. That's what we got. The upper ones you're rarely going to see the insides of because you're going to be looking at it like that. It's going to be sitting on the table. So we're not as concerned with those if they're dark and shadowy on the insides of the upper teeth. They are far less important than the insides of the lower teeth. So just something to keep in mind. All right, and let's go ahead and get some Devlin mud onto these. Let's see, where is my Devlin mud? You could also use Griffin Sepia or Ogren Flesh. I just like the really brown look that Devlin mud gives you. It makes them look dingy and used almost like sort of that bone technique that you see a lot of people using where it fades from brown to off-white. But yeah, we're essentially just going to start at the tip and then push it up towards the gum, and you can get a fair amount on the teeth. so it's not gonna do you any harm. It's mostly just going to pull right up along the gum line. So we're getting awfully close to having this model finished. Okay, I'm going to come back in and touch this tooth up a little bit. It looks like it had some really strange shading happening with it once I got the Teflon mud on it. So, okay, so that's that. Let me just see if I can go back in with just a touch of white here and try and fix some of the strange shading aberrations on that one tooth. I'm all for uniformity, but you know, this isn't a machine, this is a beast. So he could have a rotten tooth. But, okay, that's looking a lot better there. Alright, so there we are. Alright, looking pretty good here. The only other thing that I might do is go back to that medium gray that we did on all the spiny blight parts and do just a little bit of dry brushing on some of the high points, but that's it. I'll give it a spin here so you guys can see. That's pretty much it. I'm going to do some snow basing there, yeah, that's it. And let's look at the clock over here. Let's see just how much time I got. I'm right at about an hour and 20 minutes. So yeah, I think this is a very nice looking model for an hour and 20 minutes. It's certainly, at the very least, tabletop quality. I think that it's a little higher quality than that, but yeah, that's just my opinion. But I hope you guys liked it, and I hope it was helpful, and I'll put a video up once I get the base done with some snow. Thanks for watching.